moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We want to apologize. Lights went out. The lights went out, man. But come back in, man. All my viewers, come back in, man. We still got a nice, got a good 10 minutes left. I want to share my best with you guys. We want to apologize for the technical difficulties. They pulled the plug. The plug got pulled on us. So, for whatever reason, we paid our light bill. So I don't know what happened, but we here, we back. We was talking about these NFL games coming up this Sunday. So I'm gonna pick it up from. I want to pick it up from. Oh yeah, we was talking about the Survivor. In terms of having multiple entries or picking at one team. Yeah, there's gonna be a time where if you feel like you could pick one team for all entries, go ahead and do it. Don't worry about it, man. Just just have confidence, because if you say to yourself, you know what, let me just pick another team just in case, and then you lose, and then that one team that you picked the other two with, I'm assuming you got 3 entries, but the one team that you really like, you didn't use them from all wins. Now you're down an entry. So, when it calls for it, and it's that one team that's a glaring win, which I feel like in the Rams tonight, go ahead and take it, man. But yeah, that's for my Survivor players. As far as
my fault, man. My fault, fam. I fucked that up. Shit. I tried to end. I was in my basement logging in, and I ended it on my phone, and it ended the whole show, man. That was my fault.
Yeah, I did the same thing before. I've done that in the past.
I didn't even realize I pressed the wrong shit. I thought I was just hanging up my phone. That shit hung up the whole fucking thing.
You got to remove yourself first. That's what you got to do.
That's what I should have did. My fault, man.
I made that mistake. I've done that on multiple occasions. I would end it, and it would end the whole shit. So luckily, it was in the end, though.
Oh man, for real.
Whatever, man. We here, man. Like, come on, man. Our shit's dope, man. Yeah. So I was talking about the Survivor and the entries and all that. How
right.
If there's a week where you can use that one team for all 3, go ahead and use it. Don't worry about it. Don't force yourself to use different teams, and you fuck around and shoot yourself in the foot. But let's move on, because we got time.
Right.
Is
right
tight on us right now.
So yeah, let's move on, man. Let's go down that slate for this week here real quick.
Yes, come on in, everybody. We had a little technical difficulty. I see somebody came in.
Jump back in. I jinxed us talking about technical difficulties, and look, I tried to jump on some old switch from my phone to my laptop, and I fucked the whole shit up. So guys, y'all back in there, Birdo. If you back there, jump back in there. What was it called? Boston? What was the name of the other dude?
No, damn, man, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me for that, but. I sent them a shout out already.
Right. Just jump back in, man. My fault, man. We kind of made some technical.
It's all love, man.
It's all love. So before the Yankees game kick in, man, let's run down the quick slate. If you want to get started, go ahead and get it started.
Yeah. So first, I'm how we always start with the Patriots, especially when they're playing, and they prime time, and it's rivalry. I believe it's rivalry Sunday, so they'll be wearing a rivalry uniforms, because it's gonna be a Sunday night game.
Okay.
That's beautiful. So real quick on this game, I love the Patriots plus 8.5. I'm at the minimum. I'm doing that. And I had these conversations with some of my guys, and it's like I feel like the Bills, real quick. I feel like the Bills, they tend to take the regular season easy. They don't take the regular season hard. You're talking about a team that year in and year out, they're in there. Year in and year out, they're in there. And I feel like sometimes they tend to skate through the season. Yeah, it's early in the regular season. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they play as hard in the season like they do at the end of the season when that playoff push is coming and when they revving up for the playoffs. But I feel like this is a spot that the Patriots can still win. I believe in them. They can still win, but at the minimum, I'm taking the plus 8.5. I think that's too many points to be laying against a Patriots team that's starting to feel themselves. Mays, I think he's found something. He's finding something. I don't think he found something. I think he's finding something. They finding something. And that game last week, scoring all those points, helped a lot.
Right.
His team's confidence, especially offensively. Their confidence is up. We can score 40 points. Oh shit. So I'm hoping that confidence could translate into this game, and they could keep this game close. But I like the Patriots Sunday night, keeping it competitive, staying on their ass. Vrabel's gonna do his homework. He's gonna make Josh Allen uncomfortable, and I like the Patriots to keep this game tight in terms of what I feel about this game.
Yeah, I think if the defense come to play on Sunday night, which they might, it's a primetime game. You know, the Patriots, you know, they looking for that mojo. You know what I mean? They looking for it. So this will be a perfect game to really grasp that mojo, and really put some teams on notice that the Patriots is back into the AFC. That's the only thing I could say about this game. They just can't let the kid Cook run all over them. Please don't let that happen.
Yeah.
If they let that happen, that's a key point in that game for this week is the running back James Cook. If they could control him, I think we probably can, Patriots, Vrabel, the Patriots period, they know how to play these quarterbacks who like to try to, they might try to contain Josh Allen a little bit, put the spy on him and stuff like that. So we'll see. Good game. I think you're right on that one. I think you're on top of something there. Pause, but I think you on something there. Next game, man. Vikings Browns. I really don't care. Vikings should take that game.
Yes.
It's an AM game.
Wait. I don't think it's not going to be easy. It's going to be kind of even because there's a quarterback change in Cleveland. They defense traveled well. Wentz, he showed us what he's really about. So I agree with you, but it's a toss-up. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park, but I'm looking at a low-scoring game, but yep.
And just so you guys know, of people who's interested in that game, that is an early morning 9:30 game. It's playing in London. They're across the pond for this one. I don't know what stadium they're at, if they're at Wembley Stadium or not, but they're playing across the pond. Texans, Ravens, both 1-3 teams. Both teams right now need to solidify. I think the Ravens will, it's a 1:00 game. I think the Ravens will come back and get back on the schneid, as they would say, by trying to get this game against the Texans. But then again, the Texans need this game too.
I don't think you got the latest update.
No, I don't.
Lamar Jackson is out with a hamstring.
Ooh, yes, that's right. He left the last week's game with the hamstring. That's right. That's not a good look.
Lamar Jackson's not coming out. He's not coming through that door. Lamar Jackson's not coming through that door. So is a lot of players are not coming through that door. So that's why, check this out. The Texans are favorites in this game on the road.
And
that's the reason why.
-3, -2.5, 3.
Right. And that's why, because Lamar Jackson's not playing. And so is a couple of other key players. I don't know the final injury report, but he's the main guy that's out. And he's out, forget about it, because he's that what they call it. He's that motor that runs that
centerpiece.
He's the driver that runs that engine, or the motor that runs, what I'm talking about. Exactly. He's the guy. But there's other guys that are injured as well. That's key players on defense. And I think there's an offensive lineman that's out, but that's how many players are injured for this game that they make in the Houston Texans favorites on the road.
Nice. I'm gonna hop over real quick. Eagles, Broncos. What do you think? 4-0 Eagles, 2-2 Broncos. Broncos is traveling, right? They look like they're traveling.
Broncos are traveling. This is an interesting game. If you look at the line 3.5, you're like, wow, man, why is it, but it just tells you that, like I've been telling Stacks, they don't believe in this Eagles team in terms of that juggernaut. You know what I'm saying?
Offensively juggernaut.
Yeah, they winning. Yeah, they 4-0. But the way they got to 4-0 wasn't like just a walk in the park. It wasn't like they were spanking teams. They were coming up late in a lot of these games. They made late plays. They got lucky bounces. They're like the luckiest 4-0 team in the league right now.
Right.
That's what they are. And that spread says it. That spread says that. That's what Vegas thinks about the Eagles. They don't think of them as a juggernaut. They think of them as a team that they've been getting lucky. They're going to run into a team that is not going to make those mistakes. And that team is the Broncos. They got a great defense. Great. I feel like their quarterback is good. They got the good running game. They got good receivers. They got enough where they're going to keep this game tight. They're going to keep it in the Eagles. Once again, they're going to have to pull it out their ass.
That's why the spread look like that then.
They're going to have to pull that game out their ass. So that's what I think of it. It's going to be a tight game. Is the Eagles going to win? Yeah, they'll squeak it out. It's going to be a good game. I hope this game televised. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Broncos are going to bring it though.
Next game I want to talk about Colts Raiders. Raiders need to. They I don't know. I don't know the situation there. What's going on in Las Vegas, but the Colts is 3-1. They look like a solid team, and we'll see. The Raiders are going to Indianapolis to play, but it's not that's like a situation. Indianapolis they getting 6.5.
It's up to 7.
It's up to 7.
It's up to 7, yeah, because a lot of money is coming in on the Colts. You know what I'm saying? Money's coming in, so it went from 6.5 to 7. They're like, yo, let's make this shit a 7 because it's too much money. Because they looking at it like, yo, the Colts are gonna beat these dudes at least by 7.
Right.
These dudes are bums. You know what I mean? So
right. So I'm gonna just squeal out because we gotta keep it pushing. Pause, but I got him to scream out a couple. We got Buccaneers going to Seattle Sunday afternoon game, 4:00 game. The Buccaneers are going to Seattle to play the Seahawks. That's always an interesting. Both are 3-1 teams. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a kind of an interesting game on Sunday night.
Yeah, I like that game. You got Baker Mayfield, but once again, Bucky Irvin. Report says he was in a walking boot, so that doesn't look good for him to play. And Bucky Irvin is their guy. He's the main guy over there. That guy gets it in, so he may be out. So I like the Seahawks, man. They rolling. They playing some good football right now. Defense, offense. Shout out to Kenneth.
Kenny Walker.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kenny Williams. Shout out to Kenny Walker III. He's on my fantasy. I need him to come through. He's my starting running back.
On my fantasy. I need him to come through.
Yes.
So I would take the Seahawks in that one myself too. Even though the Buccaneers do, like Stacks said, if he was here, he would say Buccaneers are a solid team, which they are, man. They can go. Stack thinks the Buccaneers could go anywhere and beat anybody. So I know Stacks will put his coin in the Buccaneers. Next game, Chargers. Commanders is going to LA to play the Chargers. Once again, another 4:00 afternoon game, 4:25. JD, what they call him, JD5.
Jaden Daniels, he's gonna play.
Yep, he's gonna play.
But McLaurin's out. JD Daniels is gonna play.
I gotta check on my fantasy. I have McLaurin on my fantasy. He's not doing too good for me.
For all my fantasy players out there, look, man, monitor your roster.
Monitor
Have
your
to
roster.
monitor your roster. You
I
go.
haven't been I
All the time
realize
you
that
go.
I gotta pay more attention to my roster.
Yo, you
Last
gotta-
week I tried to by taking
they-
out Pat and putting in Holbert, thinking that was gonna be a gem, knowing that I thought that Ravens game against the Chiefs was been a defensive situation, and it turned out to be Pat going off, and that was a bad pick on my play on fantasy. So yes, you're right. Pay attention to your rosters, man. Pay attention to these players out here.
No, and what I want to say is like just log on to your fantasy lineup because they give you everything right there. You know, they tell you everything. They'll tell you the players that may not play. They'll tell you who's questionable. Everything is like right there. Once you log on to your shit, just check up on that shit early in the week. I'll say Tuesday, Wednesday. Just be up on it early and monitor it because fantasy is everything right now.
Very interesting game, Commanders Chargers, but they were saying that from the consensus I was getting, some of the sports writers out there, they were saying that there's an issue with the defense in Washington. So I don't know if that's the reason for the slow start. The defense, even though Jalen Daniels has been out for a couple games, they're saying that the defense is something not right with the defense, and I think the linebacker core, if I heard correctly. Next last game I want to talk about real quick. There's two games, but we'll talk about that on Sunday.
We got to talk about that last one.
The last one on Sunday. But that Lions-Bengals, very interesting Lions-Bengals game. Jamal Chase didn't look too happy last week. I don't know what was going on with Brown. Browning seeming like he's having a little issue of understanding what's going on out there. He's really playing like a first-year rookie when last year he had a little bit better control. I don't know what it is, but the quarterback plays a situation right now for Cincinnati. And Cincinnati needs to figure out what they do. Like, is this kid Burrow? And I'm a Burrow fan. I'm a Burrow fan, right? Is this kid Mr. Glass? Like, I hate to say it. I'm a Burrow fan, but is he Glass?
No, I don't think so. Not the type of injuries he's had. The type of injuries he's had, he's not Glass. He's had legitimate injuries. I mean, that turf toe. Look, I just because I never knew. And when you hear turf toe, people go, what is that? Like, it doesn't sound serious, but turf toe is when your big toe, on the bottom of your big toe, your ligaments are torn under there. Imagine them ligaments under your big toes torn.
Yeah,
that sounds painful.
Mm-hmm.
And you need
every
that.
Pivot, every move you make. Yeah, every pivot and move you make, which is with your big toe. Just think about your big toe.
Your big toe. So that's what turf toe is. I never knew what turf toe was for many, many, many years. And
nice.
Turf toe has hampered a lot of players throughout the years, and most notably, Deion Sanders. His whole career, like pretty much a good chunk of his career, turf toe like fucked this shit up. He never recovered from it. Trey Aikman spoke about that shit because they were teammates. He said he never recovered from that shit. That turf toe ain't nothing nice, but that turf toe, the shoulder, every injury he's had, it was off like some type of
free play,
some type of football play, tackling or whatever the case may be. But nah, he's a warrior.
I know. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I just had bad luck. I like Joe Burrow. It's just that he's been hurt for the past 2 years. That's all. He's been having bad luck. I really like Joe Burrow. I think he's me too. Besides being hurt for these past 2 years, 2-3 years, the third, that year that he made it, he didn't really get. Yeah, I feel as though with these past few, like he skill wise is. People might think I'm mad. They might say, yo, this dude's mad. He's on that Pat Mahomes quality type of quarterback. He's there. He's the Pat Mahomes, Lamar, the Allens. When I say quality, those are the solidified quality quarterbacks in the league right now. I just screamed out 4 of them. Near Dak, people might say, what about Dak? And what about Hurst? And, things like that. But I'm talking about fully skilled quarterbacks, what I mean?
Yeah,
fully skilled.
I mean, so this guy, he had early success. He had early success.
That's what I'm early.
And that's the trade-off sometimes. You have early success, you have late unsuccess,
Right.
Vice versa. You may have early unsuccess and then later you may have success. It's just the nature of life, like
and the sport.
It happens like that.
It happens.
But
so
it doesn't have to happen like that. Doesn't have to happen.
Not to cut you, I got to give you a round of applause for handling things. You took care of things today, even though we started off, it was a little sketchy, and then I fucked up and ended the live and all this shit. But it is what it is. We're back.
Too, man. I made
exactly.
Yep.
We back. It's Parlay with us, and we're
learn, man.
we living to learn. We're writing the ship. So before we do that, man, I'm gonna let Stoney real quick do your thing.
Quick.
Yeah.
I got 3 nice plays real fast. I got 3 great plays. We taking this to the pay window, no doubt about it.
Let me drum roll it.
First play, I'm riding them again. I'm taking the Giants +2. They are going to play real quick. I just want to let you guys know who they playing.
The Giants is playing the Saints.
The Saints, right? Why
Yep.
don't I see these dudes? Okay. Saints
In
are garbage.
Yes.
In New Orleans, but the Saints are garbage. They garbage. They don't have nothing. This team, they're not even on a rebuild yet. They're on a downslide right now. They're on pace to having the worst record in the league. I might take that to the window. But the Saints are horrible. The Giants, they got a momentum with this new quarterback. Yes, they lost Neighbors. I understand that, man, and that's a bad hit for them. But I think
another one, 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
Yeah, they'll overcome that with the team. They don't need Neighbors to beat this Saints team, man. They got Dart. I think that guy's the real deal. If you want to even get more crazy, just take the money line. I'm gonna take the +2. Take the +2. I'm also gonna take the money line, so you could do both. You're gonna cash that. They winning. They beating the Saints. My second play, real quick, I'm taking Baltimore team total under 19.5. Baltimore, they don't got Lamar Jackson. They don't got a couple of the offensive linemen is hurt. And without Lamar Jackson, this team don't score. With Lamar Jackson, they really don't score that much either.
Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback for this week?
Man, I don't even know, man. It's once Lamar's out, like you don't even bother to see who the quarterback is. You just know it's a down slide for them. It's a what they call it's a negative for it's a downgrade for that offense. As soon as Lamar's out, it's a downgrade. I don't know who one of them backups that been
they got him as doubtful right now.
No, he's not playing. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. They went and put that number out. Houston would not be favored if Lamar's gonna play. He's not gonna play. They can't risk playing him with that hamstring. A hamstring injury, you can't trot out your franchise guy when you're gonna need him later on. If they could rest him for a week, maybe 2, and make that playoff push somehow, then they're gonna do that. They're not gonna. You got to be easy with the hamstrings. You can't play around with that shit because you can make it worse, and he can miss the whole year, and this whole year be gone. And the Ravens, they're not on that type of time, man.
Right.
They try to win now, but I'm taking Baltimore team total under 19.5. They're gonna have problems scoring. They playing a Houston team that got a stout defense, and a lot of games they playing, they don't allow too many points, man. Houston, they defense is great in terms of points allowed. They're not allowing too many points. Now without Lamar, they really not gonna allow points with the Baltimore team that got the second string quarterback out there that really doesn't do much. So Baltimore team total under 19.5. And hey, my favorite play, I'm taking this. This is my favorite play, man. I'm taking New England Patriots +8.5 on the road against the Bills. The Bills, this is a divisional matchup. They struggled against New Orleans last week on the when New Orleans was over there at their home. They struggled with New Orleans. We have a better defense than New Orleans, and we have a better offense than New Orleans. We're a better team in New Orleans, and we're a divisional team. We're definitely going to keep this game tight, and they rarely blow us out. A lot of wins that they've been averaging, I don't know, about 5-6 points when they beat us. So I love that stat. So that's my favorite play, the Patriots +8.5. It may go down because a lot of money is going to come on the Patriots. So I got the Patriots +8.5, Baltimore under 19.5 team total. Baltimore team total under 19.5, and the Giants +2, or you could take the money line.
Nice, man. I appreciate it, man. That was a good one, man. Yo, guys, if y'all out there and y'all want to make some money, please pay attention to the Stony Sportsbook. He brings it to you live every time, every week, twice a week. Give you guys that rundown on the NFL and the best picks for the week. His best picks for the week. And with that, I would like to say thanks, man, Stony, for that. And we will be back again with Stony. Yeah, man. See that notepad? That means he's putting in work there. That's
the golden notepad. Right, that's the golden. For golden. Real, it looks yellow, but it's gold.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna go enjoy that Red Sox game. I know it's already kicked off, or not kicked off, but already tipped off, as we might say in baseball. But check it out. And yo, good luck to the Red Sox, man. Let them make it to that second round there. All right. Let's get it. So, yo, Stoney, I'll see you on Sunday. Stacks and Doe, we'll see you on Sunday. Parlay, what up?
My bad, Stacks. My bad, man.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.